Hey everybody, I'm KevinLyons from Too High Mcfly Productions.
And I'm Agostino Zoida.
And this is where we have a drink and we talk about movies that I forced my friend here to watch.
This is THM on the rocks. Spoiler alert!
Alright, this week we're talking about X-Men CGI. I mean, X-Men Apocalypse. This movie just came out this weekend. We watched it together on Sunday.
Yeah.
That was the theater seats that we sat in. Do you have any thoughts going into the movie?
Of course. No, I don't. I had thoughts of this movie, man. I was going in expecting to not like it. He literally forced me to watch this one. The entire time he's just like, hey man, we gotta watch X-Men, and I'm like, ugh. And somebody like builds a movie down like, oh, it sucked, and then when you go see it, you're like, that wasn't so bad. So I went into this movie expecting not to like it. I did like it. I actually did enjoy it. I was surprised that I enjoyed it. That's it.
I walked out of this movie feeling a little disappointed, man.
Really?
I did listen to the hype, and
Okay,
I was
yeah.
excited. I'm like, because I love Days of Future Past. Days of Future Past was, in my opinion, the best X-Men movie that has ever been made so far. But you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. But now that he's hyping it up, I want to see it.
Okay.
Which I probably won't like it because he hyped it up.
What did you like about the movie?
I like that I didn't hate it. It didn't feel like a 2.5 hour movie. It moved. By the time we got to the ending big fight scenes, I'm like, wow, it feels like this movie's wrapping up already. It couldn't possibly be. And I checked my clock. I'm like, wow, the time just flew by. It actually...
You checked your clock?
Yeah, my imaginary watch.
Your classroom clock?
I liked the fight scenes at the end. I liked some of the characters. I like Quicksilver's character, who that kid usually does like comedies. The kid who plays.
He was good. He was excellent.
He's so good. I love the fact that it's based in the 80s.
So we talked about your likes.
Yeah.
Of a franchise that you weren't heavily invested in.
Sure.
What didn't you like about this movie?
The beginning half of the movie, I felt that it was too choppy.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about different storylines with different characters.
Different storylines with different
that weren't
characters.
all connected yet.
Right. One storyline was not as interesting to me as some of the others, and I didn't like how they'd show you one you were interested in, and you finally get invested in it, and then just jump right to the next one. But in the end, it does all finally come together, and it's great.
It comes together. They came together. They came together because they're X-Men.
Why would X-Men come together?
Because they're mutants.
This is why I don't... Another thing I didn't like was Jean Grey. I don't really like her character. With her involvement in it, it was kind of the scenes where I'm like kind of feeling like, okay, I don't really care about you as much, move on.
It really felt like her acting was just like somebody who just woke up from like a 4-hour nap. She's just like, hey, I'm Jean Grey. I'm very tired. I'm so tired. I guess you're not the only freak in the school.
I kind of felt most of the time like, what are you there for? You're useless. But then she has like the biggest part overall, which ended up being kind of a dumb ending.
Do you know what that part was? Do you know what that was?
I know what it was.
What
You watched the movie.
You don't really know the history of all the characters. What she did at the end, did you know what that was?
I don't understand the question.
Oh, you know how she was on fire, and it kind of, if you looked at it, the silhouette was of like a bird, a raven.
Okay.
The phoenix. She is the phoenix, which is the most powerful mutant, and that's what that was.
I'm not trying to build down the character.
So you fully know what you don't fucking like.
You're the guy that knows all about the movie, and I'm the guy that doesn't know so much. I'm just watching. So there's some guys that are, in my point of view, that know dick about the comic books that just want to watch a movie and be entertained right now.
Did you say you know dick?
No, I'm saying some people don't know dick. You ever heard that expression before?
I do, but the fact that I'm pretty sure that you says, I know dick.
Well, we got it all on camera. What about the scene at the end when Jean Grey walks out and there's no more floor, but she keeps walking?
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. Alright, so is that the extent of the things that you didn't like?
Yes. What didn't you like?
What didn't I like?
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I felt like the special effects makeup was really bad. It was really shiny. It felt like grease paint. It felt like somebody slapped on fucking grease paint to do a fucking magic show real quick. Apocalypse. There's a lot of close-up shots on him where you could see, like, even in the inside of his nose, you could see where they stopped painting, and then there was, like, the actor's skin, like, right here. It almost looked like he did this right before they shot, like part of the makeup was wiped away. It really looked like shitty makeup. Another thing I didn't like was the excessive CGI. Every time they would go to a new scene, going through walls, there was constantly going through walls and just going over things, especially in the final battle scene. There was too much CGI, and it wasn't great CGI. They didn't blend them well together. It basically took a step backwards from Days of Future Past.
I thought about what you didn't like. Okay. Apparently you didn't like this movie, which I'm surprised. What did you like about the movie?
My favorite parts of the movie really was Quicksilver. That was the character that I liked the most. And
that you loved to love the most.
Oh, I did love him.
You loved to love that character.
Yeah, I did. You do. Even before he comes on screen, you know that he's coming. You know, everything slows down. You're like, holy shit, we're gonna have a Quicksilver moment. That was the part I loved most about this movie. Another thing that I liked was Magneto. This is the first movie where it feels like that Magneto actually took the advice of Professor X and lived amongst the humans. He left all this hate behind him, and he's gone into a life where, like, all right, you know what? I want to do something positive in this world. I want to raise a family, raise good kids. And they accidentally kill his daughter. I got that. I love that. That was the first time you felt a real character change in Magneto.
At that point in the movie, I was in.
So Apocalypse. I liked Apocalypse for the most part. Did you like Apocalypse?
From the beginning, and the Apocalypse character, it made me feel like I was watching The Mummy meets X-Men. Like this old Egyptian, and they're doing rituals in the basement, like doing prayers, and he's supposed to live forever. I was like, holy fuck, where the fuck is Brendan Fraser at?
Fuck Brendan Fraser. I was waiting for Abbott and Costello to come walking out there like, oh my god, Apocalypse! Apocalypse was basically wrangling up all these like superpowered mutants. He was transforming their clothes. It felt like Apocalypse was putting together a fucking 1980s pop group. The guy who played Angel, I really liked.
Yeah, he did a good job.
You know what he reminded me of?
Angel?
No. He reminded me of Alex Winter from The Lost Boys. Remember the vampire movie from the 80s, The Lost Boys? Bill and Ted. You know Bill? When Apocalypse gave him his new metal wings, and I swear to God, at the end of that, I thought he was going to look at his new metal wings and just be like, excellent! Psylocke. What the fuck purpose did Psylocke serve in this movie? She was awful. She said like 2 lines. This was Psylocke's only purpose in the movie. Wait, I'm not done pretending to be Psylocke. And that was it.
Which one was Psylocke?
Did you like how they had Wolverine in this movie?
Sure. I liked how he was in it. To be honest with you, I can't watch any movies with Hugh Jackman unless he's Wolverine from now on. Can you imagine Hugh Jackman in any other movie being buff coming out? You'd be like, dude, where's the fucking shing? Come on, man.
Wolverine running off in the snow without a shirt, panicked as fuck. It was funny to me. Yeah. Any final thoughts on X-Men Apocalypse for anybody who's watching?
I like the movie. If you fell out of X-Men like I do, go watch this one. It'll suck you right back in. I was pleasantly, shockingly surprised is my overall review.
We are officially out of whiskey. That was our thoughts on X-Men Apocalypse. We hope you enjoyed watching us. We love doing this. We love getting together and talk about movies. We also have short films on our YouTube page, so please check out our short films. Even comment on those.
I've seen them. They're pretty good.
Like us. Subscribe to us. Check out Agostino Zoida. He's a stand-up comedian. He's fucking hilarious.
Thanks, man.
Check out his social media. What do you want?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram.
THM on the rocks. That's it. That's a wrap for this episode. See you guys next time on THM on the rocks.